Hare Krishna, by the blessings of Shri Shri Radha Madan Gopal, Shri Shri Lalita Vishakha Sakhi, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada, Shri Gurudev and all the Vaishnavas. I am here with a new short poem today, which is based on Srimad Bhagavatam, 1st Canto 17th chapter, verse number 24. So first I will read this short poem, then we will discuss something about this. So short poem as follows: those who keep embracing for sin, for them Krishna never to be seen. Those who keep embracing for sin, for them Krishna never to be seen. So this short poem speaks about the four sinful activities, and the shloka is as follows: तपसोचम दया सत्यमिति पादा कृते कृता अधर्म अंशे त्रय भग्ना स्मये संग मदेस्तव. Translation: in the age of Satya, in this age Satya, in the age of Satya, your four legs were established by the four principles of austerity. Four principles of austerity: cleanliness, mercy and truthfulness. But it appears that the three of your legs are broken due to rampant irreligion in the form of pride, lust for woman and intoxication. So this is the word spoken by Parikshit Maharaj to the bull who was present in the form of Dharma, and his three legs were broken by the personified Kali. That's why here is Parikshit Maharaj speaking that your four legs were austerity, cleanliness, mercy and truthfulness, but because of Kali Yuga, only one leg is remaining intact, that is truthfulness. Why these four legs have been destroyed? Because of pride, lust for woman and intoxication. So in the purport, Prabhupada emphasizes on following the four regulative principles. What are the four regulative principles? No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. So these four regulative principles has to be followed in order to see Krishna, otherwise we will not be able to see Krishna. So not just seeing Krishna, these four regulative principles, if we don't follow, we will not even recognize devotees also. What happens in Damodar Leela, the sons of Nal, Kuber and Manigriv, the sons of Kubera were so much intoxicated, and because of their intoxicated, they could not recognize that Narad Muni was present in front of them, and they did not offer any respect to Narad Muni, and so they got cursed. So these four regulative principles make any person just like animal, because animal don't know how to offer respect to God and how to offer respect to devotees. Even some animals offer respect to devotees. We have seen in many characters of pure devotee. So what happens if we break these four regulative principles? So meat eating destroys mercy aspect of ours. Intoxication, because of intoxication we cannot perform austerity. Because of illicit sex we can't do bhajan properly because we get contaminated, and gambling destroys truthfulness. So because of meat eating, mercy aspect is gone. Because of intoxication, austerity, ability of performing austerity is gone. Because of illicit sex, our consciousness get contaminated and we can't focus on our sadhana. And because of gambling we speak lies, and eventually we become, our consciousness become dominated because of Rajogun and Tamogun. So these four activities, intoxication, gambling, meat eating, illicit sex, these activities force us, or these activity influences our consciousness gets influenced because of performing these four sinful activities. So that's why Prabhupada speaks about that a devotee should not indulge in these four activities: no meditating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. Besides this, these are the four pillars of Kali Yuga. Here in Prabhupada writes that these are the four pillars of Kali Yuga on which Kali Yuga is standing. So those who want to perform religious activities, or those who want to understand who is God, who am I, they must have give up these four sinful activities. Without giving up these activities, one cannot understand who is God and who am I. That's why to understand who am I, who is God, one has to develop mode of sattva guna, or the mode of goodness. Without developing mode of goodness, no one can at least understand Brahman, because sattva gun, rajagun, tamogun, these three gunas are not able to help us to see Krishna, because even somebody is in mode of goodness, he will not understand Krishna, because Krishna is beyond goodness. So to see Krishna, we have to have developed a pure goodness. Pure goodness means Shuddha Sattva, and this is only achieved by because of performing devotional service. Mode of Sattva Guna can be achieved by following some rules and regulations in our day-to-day life, but following some rules and regulations to develop Sattva Guna is not sufficient to have darshan of Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada says that but it is also very difficult in Kali Yuga to maintain mode of goodness, or to maintain ourselves at the platform of mode of goodness. Generally in Kali Yuga, all people are in mode of ignorance, or mode of passion, and that's why they are performing sinful activities. The root of all sinful activities are the mode of passion and mode of ignorance. So in the Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Leela, chapter number 13, the deliverance of Jagai and Madhai, in that chapter Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes about some sinful activities. So he says that the sinful activities that result in degradation and improper activities. The householders have three main enemies: lust, anger and greed. Being attacked by these enemies, human beings engage in sinful activities. The sinful activities are Atipatak, Mahapatak, Anupatak, Upapatak, Jati, Bhramsha, Sakara, Sankari Karana, Apratikarana, Malavaha and Prakirnaka. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 categories of sinful activities. We will not go into the details, but all these are very, what we can say, these sinful activities. So anybody, knowingly or unknowingly, he must have been performed. Even becoming priest of unqualified people is also a sinful activity. So beside this, even somebody is doing sweeping, somebody is cooking, this also comes under these categories. Out of 9 categories, they might be income one category. So everybody is performing sinful activities knowingly or unknowingly daily. That's why Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. So we don't know that we are performing sin or not, but knowingly or unknowingly we are committing sinful activities. Not these 4 sinful activities, but what category I have mentioned, 9 categories. Out of 9 we may be performing any one sinful activities daily. That's why we are not able to have taste in japa, in hearing, chanting, reading, associating with devotees. Why? Because we are performing sinful activities knowingly or unknowingly. Unless and until we completely surrender to Krishna, these sinful activities will not go. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Esham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam te dvandva moha vinurmukta bhajante mam drodavata. Esham tu antagatam papam, only after finishing all the sinful activities, and Esham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmanam, and rise of pious activities, te dvandva moha nirmukta, and after becoming free from the dualities and hatred, dvandva vimurmukta, then only he can do bhajan sincerely, steadily, bhajanti mam dhrudavata, and after performing bhakti with determination, then only one can come above the influence of three modes, and then only he can able to see Krishna. Otherwise we will not see Krishna. Krishna is far away from, even if we are performing sinful activities, even we can't know ourselves, who am I. So it is far away, that knowing Krishna. Knowing Krishna requires love in the heart. So by performing steady devotional service, we will able to conquer this tendency to commit these sinful activities, and when this tendency will go away, then only we can perform our bhajans steadily, and if our bhajans become steady, then only we can able to see Krishna in this life. So first requirement is we have to stop these four irreligious sinful activities: no meditating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. Then perform devotional service very attentively and steadily. Then it is possible that we will see Krishna in this life. So we sing in Guru Puja every day that Krishna Bhakti yaha hai avidya vinash jati. So we sing every day in Guru Puja that we have Krishna, we have the knowledge, that our ability that we will see Krishna. So in our parampara there are so many acharyas who got darshan of Krishna, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Why? Because they were acharyas and they performed their devotional service sincerely. Even though they were liberated, they used to chant regularly Sankhya Purvak Namaga Ninatibhi, and they never, there is no question of performing sinful activities from their birth. So becoming free from this sinful tendency only assure that we will have darshan of Krishna in this life. Otherwise it will take many births to see Krishna, because Krishna is beyond three modes, and if we are within three modes, it is not possible us to see Krishna. So that's why we need to eradicate these four sinful activities, the tendency to commit four sinful activities, and perform devotional service attentively, rigidly. Then only we will able to see Krishna in this life, or within, not in this life, or 2-3 lives. What Krishna desires and how we perform depends on Krishna's desire and depends on our intensity of sadhana. On these two things it is determined that when we will see Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we'll stop here. We will meet tomorrow with new short poem. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री श्री राधा मदन गोपाल की जय। हरे कृष्णा।